Good morning, dear children. How is your day? Okay, very good. Let me show you a picture.
What is this picture about? Are you familiar with these photos? What is actually happened there? And who is the person who bent and act as a step? Yes, this is a photography which was taken at the time of flood in Kerala, right? And the man, it is a fisherman and he is act as a step to step into the boat for the older women, right? What does it shows? Yes, it shows the helping mentality or the selfless love of that person. Okay,
Why did he do it? Is there any relationship between them? No, there is no relationship between these two people. Then what made him to do such a service? Yes, it is his selfless love and care towards the humanity. So, we are moving to the unit 2 Bonds of Love. All of you look at the title or picture in your textbook.
what do you see in the picture? Yes, it is a picture of a globe or earth. Then, and there are some people standing around it by holding their hands, and there are two dove, right? How are the people seen? Yes, they were holding their hands and tried to protect the globe. What do the doves signify? Yes, definitely. The dove signifies the peace of the world. What idea does the picture convey? Yes, only selfless love between the people can maintain the peace of the world. Okay, it is very important to be selfless. It is very important to be selfless to maintain the peace of the whole world. All of us should have a humanity, or to have all of you should have love between each other. Then only the peace of the world would remain. Okay, that is the message of that picture. So, today we are going to learn a chapter with the same theme, that is selfless love. Okay, the title of the story is Maternity. Maternity is a story written by Lilika Nakos. Okay,
What do you mean by maternity? Yes, maternity is a motherly affection. Okay, today we are going to learn a story that revolves around a refugee camp. It is a story about a teenage boy named Mikhali who is depressed and who is in search of a nursing mother to feed his younger brother. Okay, then the story, the title of the story is Maternity and the author is Lilika Nakos. As we say that maternity is an anecdote written.
so this is Lilika Nakos. Okay, let us discuss a little about our Lilika Nakos. Lilika Nakos, 1903 to 1989, was a great novelist, journalist, and short story writer. She was one of the first women writer of modern Greek prose and for many years the only woman in Greek journalism. She is best remembered for her story collection titled Children's Inferno Stories of the Great Famine in Greece. One of her best known novel is Lost Soul. Okay?
The description about the author is given in the textbook.
This is all about our author. Now let us move on to the chapter titled Maternity. Okay, we already discussed about the topic.
All of you have taken your text. Let me read this and you have to notice the new words in the paragraph. Okay. Maternity, written by Lilika Nakos. It was more than a month since they were at Marseilles. The camp of Armenian refugees on the outskirts of the town already looked like a small village. They had settled down in any way they could, the richest under tents, the others in the ruined shed, but the majority of the refugees, having found nothing better, were sheltered under carpets held up at the four corners by sticks. They thought themselves lucky if they could find a sheet to hang up at the sides and ward them from peering eyes. Then they felt almost at home. The men found work, no matter what, so that in any case they were not racked with hunger and their children had something to eat. In these two paragraphs, you may come across some new words. Let us discuss the new words first. You have understood these two paragraphs. So what the paragraph says? The paragraph says that the Armenian refugees sheltered in a camp at Marseilles, and the richest people lived under the tents and some people lived under the ruined sheds. And the majority of the people suffered under the carpet which was held by four sticks. Even though they were in a miserable condition, they feels it as their own home. And since the people found any job, any work, then they were happy. That is, they were happy because they are able to feed themselves and their own children. Okay.
So let us read the text. All of you read silently with me. Okay. It was more than a month since they were at Marseilles. The camp of Armenian refugees on the outskirts of the town already looked like a small village. They had settled down in any way they could, the richest under tents, the others in the ruined sheds, but the majority of the refugees, having found nothing better, were sheltered under carpets held up at the four corners by the sticks. They thought themselves lucky if they could find a sheet to hang up the sides and wall them from peering eyes. Then they felt almost at home. The men found work, no matter what, so that in any case they were not racked with hunger and their children had something to eat.
Now let us discuss the textual questions. How did the Armenian refugees settle? Yes, the Armenian refugees settled at the camp in Marseilles, and the richest people lives under the tents and some people lives under the ruined sheds. But the majority of the people who were poor lives under the carpets which was held with four sticks, and they were covered their walls to escaping from the peering eyes. Okay. Then the next question. Describe the life of the refugees in the camp. The life of the refugees in the camp. They were found themselves some job. If someone had find some job, then they were happy so that they can feed themselves and their children. Got it? I hope all of you have thorough with the two paragraphs. Then let me give you an assignment. You have to write the description of the refugee camp. Okay, that's up for today. Thank you.